So this is a bit late. I'm doing this on stream right now, but I'm covering the 1.1 update because I was busy making a 6-hour long video for Mormons. It took me 20 hours straight on the live stream, but I'm talking about the 1.1 update. Again, I'm a day late. Sorry, I'm slow. I'm also been getting a little bit of hate, as I discussed on stream from other content creators because I did cover leaked content. And they were, because nothing explicitly says in our contract that we cannot discuss leak content or show leaks. And they wanted to cover it too. Some of the bigger ones, I'm gonna admit, they're several times bigger than me. They're 10, 100 times bigger than me. And they're complaining right now because the devs did never say anything about us covering leaked content. It's leaked public. It's on Reddit. It's everywhere. I should be able to talk about it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I don't know, you guys. I can't see. I'm fucking blind, dude. My eyes. Oh, what's that leak? I actually can't read. I'm not gonna sit here and do that. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting a little hate. I may not be a sponsored content creator. I may still be a sponsored content creator. As of now, I'm still a sponsored content creator. So, there's nothing in my contract that says I can't cover leak. And in fact, in this video, I'm gonna cover the new leaks too. Cause you know why? I don't give a fuck. If you complain about me covering leak content, then you should also cover leak content. There's nothing in our contract. If you are erring on the side of caution as a content creator, you're not doing your job right. This is all public. And content creation is not my main job. I don't need this. Okay? I will talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. So if you're gonna have problems with me, then shut the fuck up, unsponsor me. I will cover the leaked content if I wanted to. I won't cover anything they give me in secret because of NDA. But if it's out there on the fucking internet, on Reddit, I'm gonna cover it. Okay? I'm not revealing stuff that the devs gave me. I'm just covering what 90% of you already know about. Okay, back to the thing. So, this is the update. There's this nice Reddit post on it by ConstructionFit8822. Great write-up. If I still had a Reddit cup, I will also do a write-up like this. I did stuff for Star Citizen on the patch notes. Again, I bought thousands of dollars in Star Citizen. Don't at me. I like the game. So, Chaos System, Roguelikes. It's all about the new save data. Basically, people are confused about this. It's basically seasonal save data. So basically every season, the way we were told before the update, I think they changed some details, is that every season is new cards, new whatever. In the initial press release before the game release, it was 25% new neutral cards, and equipments are going to get swapped out, only available in that season and never come back again. But reading the patch notes, I don't think that will be the case anymore, because even I thought it was stupid. A lot of content creators that knew about this thought this idea was stupid. So, I don't know, this still thing, it reads like they changed their mind, because we all agree it was fucking pants head on fire, fucking dumb. So, the old thing was, seasonal data, seasonal stuff, seasonal equipment were one-time thing. You get to save the save data like they're doing now, and they're never gonna come back. They're never gonna come back. This was the whole thing we were told a while ago. A long time ago. Basically, a month or two ago in gamer days. It's basically centuries in gamer years. So, I think they changed it so that seasons will repeat and the equipment and cars will come back. Because the old idea was fucking dumb. Because what if the seasonal equipment came out, or the seasonal neutral cars came out, and I'm sorry, I'm just talking over this because this is my content. Again, I didn't even want to make this video, but people on stream said I should make this video, even though every other content creator already made this video. So I'm just gonna make it include and to entice you, tease you to watch this video. Talk about the leaks as well, because other people will do it because they're scared. I'm not scared. So, because I don't care, dude. If it's public, I'm gonna cover it. So, basically, seasonal content. Original idea. Once upon a time, you get it. It's gone forever. It's a badge of honor, basically. Now, I think they're going to repeat the neutral cards, repeat the equipment every now and then with their seasonal content, which I agree with. I think it's a great idea because the old idea was stupid. Because what if, this season has this broken equipment, this broken neutral card for Calliope. If you didn't pull a Calliope, you have to rush and try somehow pull her before the season ends and then gear her up. And you're never going to finish it in time. I think that idea was fucking dumb. Because not everyone will have every unit in the game. And what if you have a unit that mesh well with the season, but you won't get them till the season ends? That means that you're locked out of their great OP save data forever. So I agree with this change if it is what I think it is. Again, the devs have been sort of quiet on the content creation side. They're not even answering the question whether we should cover leaks or not. And it's been a couple of days. Other content creators have messaged the devs on the creator Discord talking about leaks and whatever. We have received no response yet. Because again, the devs are under a lot of pressure for reasons from certain countries. Now, this season is Forbidden Catalyst. It's basically Yuki, and they showed all three units, AoE attacks. So they corrected the thing. As I said in my Yuki kit review, it's probably an old kit or mistranslation, and it was. The plus 20 hit was only plus 20% damage, accordingly to the translation. So yeah, she's not that broken. She's still pretty strong overall. I will rate her when she comes out. I'm not gonna go over her kit retranslated. I will rate her when she comes out because there might be changes. We don't get access to the entire kit as content creators. We only get their assets, by the way. We only get their pictures, what they look like, and what roles they fulfill. That's the only information they give us as content creators. They don't give us their card information, don't give us their kit. They give us the pictures of their kit. I don't even know if I should be saying that, but they do give us the pictures and stuff and the assets so we can make thumbnails in the videos and whatnot. They're very helpful, that guys. Shout out to them. So this is the partner. Oh yeah, and the partners and kit of future combatants, we don't know which ones are combatants or which ones are partners. We can only guess. So they just give us the files and not specifying which is which. So we're just as confused as you. So no content creator, no shit. Whether the leaks, this is a partner, this is a combatant, we can only guess based on the design, basically. This is a new Chaos Mode map. So this is pretty interesting. The no challenge mode for the event, level 50. It's new content for me and has forbidden cards, which is the seasonal cards or whatever. It's multi-hit cards, but I think the multi-hit cards are very weak as they are now. And this is pretty disappointing. Because before the game release, I'm sure some of you guys have been following this game for like years. Because it's been a long time. Like some of you guys have been following this game for like fucking years. They said that 25% of neutral cards was going to be rotated out. 8 is not 25. So I will hold their feet to fire. I hold the Mormons that have the feet to fire. I'm going to hold their feet to fire too. This is not 25% of neutral cards. Because they advertised they're going to be have 100 common neutral cards. 25% of it, a lot of season cards. But if it's only 8 cards and a season is 90 days, I feel like this is not enough. I feel like this sucks. In my opinion. Maybe I'm ungrateful. But if they didn't tease us before the game was released, they didn't say, oh, every season's going to be great, blah, blah, blah. Every season is going to be huge! Huge! This is going to be a new forever game! And they expect us to have 8 common season cards every season, which is 90 days, 3 fucking months. I think that is a bit underwhelming. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm ungrateful. And maybe I should ration out these season cards, Maybe I've been used to the opulence of playing new card games. Maybe I am completely unreasonable. It takes a long time to design these 8 cards, players. You're right. So maybe we should ration out these season cards to make the gameplay more experienced. So let's see. It's 90 days. There are 8 cards. Okay. So using this logic, what you should do is every 11 days, you decide to use one of the season cards. So you use one card for 11 days. It's reasonable, You play around that one card. So anyone that makes a review of these 8 cards in the first day of the game, you are a shit content creator. You're a shit player. You're a shit person. You know why? You are consuming content too fast. You are consuming content too fast. How would you know what cards are good and what cards aren't in only one day? It's 8 cards for 90 days. Space them out. So what I want everyone to do is what they expect us to do. So every card you use for 11 days, and then you go on to the next card. This is how you extend your card building content, guys. Again, big disappointing. If that's what they expect us to do, I'm not for it. And most of these cards are just repeats or just uninteresting compared to the current existing cards. Like this, Exhaust, draw 1 attack card for 1 turn, 0% plus damage amount. It is interesting, but it's just another Exhaust card. There are so many Exhaust neutral cards in the game currently. Now, let me mute. I just realized this video is going to be awful because I have the game sound in the background. Again, unlike the other content creators who complain about me, this is not my real job. Okay? I do this because I want to. So, it's draw 1 attack card for 1 turn, 50% damage amount. So there are already better neutral cards that do this. Let's take Belligerence, for example. Belligerence, which is the wolf card, draws 2 attack cards if there is no cards in hand, and you can get an Epiphany, which plus morale or damage. So there's other neutral cards that does it better without exhausting it. And in terms of exhaust options, there are better options. And plus, you can only get back so many save data because of how the save data system works. It is a blue card, so it's low value. So that's good. You won't get deleted from your deck. But for what this card does, a one-time used card, it does not do enough. Aggressive Mutant. And the next card, Shell Forming Cell, is good because it's a retain card. The current version of it is but the current retain card we have is so much better. I do not know what they were thinking making this card, in my opinion, in my estimation. I will show you what I'm talking about in game as an example. So the current version of it is Relentless Endurance. So this is a 2-cost retain card with 350% shields. So this is better, but it is a 0-cost card. Someone in the comment, it is a 0-cost card, I think. So that is good. And each card in hand, so best case scenario, you have 10 cards in hand. It does do more. I guess if you want to Amir, it is a good card. However, it's sort of boring. I rate it highly. I changed my mind. I rate it highly. I can change my mind in the middle of this video. I rate it highly. It's a good card, but it's not, how should I say it, fun. I think season cards should add a bit of fun. And if their budget is 8 season cards every 90 days, having a boring, basic, bog standard good card is detrimental to the player experience. This doesn't really unlock new builds besides, like, say, Rin Retain cards or etc. It's just a good card. Unlike Propagative Virus, which is one of the newer cards, which is just Rin's card, but a little bit worse. It's 120 times, whatever. This is a good card, Propagated Virus, because you just put this on units that need multi-hits. It can go hard. It inspires new builds, for example. Virus is a good card. Muscle Enhanced Evolver is a good card. Why? Do I think it's a good card? Because it adds Yuki mechanics to another unit that does not have the inspiration mechanic that you would want to run with Yuki, for example. Or that you will want to run inspiration if you don't want to run Yuki. These two are good cards. But again, there's only an 8-card budget. This card, Self-Generating Experiment, is also what I want to see from future content. Upgrade cards, I think, are what is essential for the health of the game, because upgrade cards can do more powerful effects, more interesting things they can do with non-upgrade cards. Non-upgrade cards, especially exhaust cards, are kind of limiting in gameplay style like this. Since it takes place every turn, you're going to see it potentially take effect every turn. It impacts the player more than the other cards up there. Like, when 6 or more cards are in hand, changes the cost of one card in hand to 0 for one turn. So this can have, let's say, good synergy in a lot of more expensive decks. But the problem with this card, now I'm going to go on the downside of this card. You kind of want a team that synergizes with it, and it's hard to make it synergize because a lot of the teams that have, if 6 or more cards in hand can trigger that effect, will likely have a lot of 0 cost cards. Now, this depends on how the card works. Can it target a card that's already 0 cost? If it can, then I would rate it low on most teams. If it cannot target a card that's already 0 cost, then this is one of the best upgrades you can get in the game. It all depends on how it works in game. Now, Force Learning Apparatus. Upon using 4 cards, draw 1 time for each turn. This is also another really good card because a lot of teams, you're going to easily use 4 cards. And with certain God Epiphanies, this card goes hard because the God Epiphanies can make it cheaper, easier to play, can add morale, can add fortitude. So this is a very good card here. Force, this is probably the best card out of this entire set because it's easy to trigger and you will want it on most teams because draw is a very important resource. And everyone is running either Mika or Ray nowadays. So any Mika or Ray team, you're going to be using 4 cards or more, even a treasure team, for example. Confiscation. Draw 1 card and move 1 forbidden card into hand. This is a bad card. Why is it a bad card? Now, draw is very strong. The card is very strong if you ignore the last option. But the fact that the last option exists makes it a bad card in my estimation. Because it only works with forbidden cards, this season mechanic. And if these cards are added into the pool, then it's a very niche card. It's not to say it isn't good, but it's limiting when this is the only content card-wise we're getting every 90 days. If let's say the pool was 25 cards, I would have no problem with confiscation existing. But since it's 8 cards over 90 days, I feel like this is a waste of a card slot. They could have spent time developing a different card that will make teams and gameplay more interesting. That is my thing. We can't see the bottom cards. Fuck. I am a bad streamer. I rarely read chat. Okay? That's my bad. I'm not going to fix it in post. You're going to deal with it. Anyone who watches me this long is a true fan. Anyone who doesn't watch me, then I'm sorry. It's just who I am. I'm sorry. Forbidden algorithm. Generate 1 forbidden card in hand. So generate 1 forbidden card in hand. I think it's a decent card. However, I don't like it. It's a 3 cost. It's too heavy. 3 cost too heavy when you start off with 3 mana. That is insane. This is insane. This card is insane. This is too much. This is too much. Forbidden cards need to be off the walls broken. They need to feed your family, do your taxes, submit your disability to the government so they can get you nice shit in order to make this worth it. So we'll see how the forbidden cards play, whether it's worth it. Yeah. Syncase will be a permanent chaos pool. Yeah. This is bad. This is bad in my book. So new roguelike elements, new equipment. They haven't shown us a new equipment, so I'm excited to look at it. But if it's like very niche equipment, then I won't like it. But this is the more endgame mode. More endgame mode. Forbidden cards are cards this season. This season is called Forbidden Cards. So this crab, the thing I'm disappointed in is this is just a reskin of the current crab boss. So I expected unique. Again, maybe I'm overreacting. I'm expecting too much for 90-day seasonal content in this game. But I feel like I would have been more interested in more new, unique enemy designs. We've already had a crab. And it's even, I think, the same color. Now, if they were low on resources, you know what they could have done? They could have made the crab red. Hear me out. Just change the color. Make it more interesting. But since it's literally 1-to-1 the same design, I'm a bit disappointed. Because we already killed the crab 1,000 times. Just make it a different color. Don't have to make it a different model. Just pull up the MS Paint. Don't even need to make it a different color. So what you should do is just remove all the color. Okay? That would make it more interesting. So, yeah, I'm disappointed with this design. Now, this content might be interesting. Highest scores, taking a look at builds at other players. I like this content in games. I'm not going to do too well on it because I'm hoarding pulls. I haven't pulled that much. They're giving us a lot of pulls as content creators. I'm not using a lot of pulls. Let's be honest, because there's nothing that really excites me because any unit I pull, I won't be able to build up anyway. These are the new shops. You know, the event shop, whatever. It's every game. I'm not going to go over it. You guys know. More resources. Yay. It's not enough, by the way. I know a lot of people are excited about this, but let me tell you, as someone who's sat at endgame for the past 2 weeks, this is not enough. I'm ungrateful, but it's enough for a gacha game if you have 1 or 2 teams. But if you want to experiment with multiple teams, it's not enough. If you want to build another main DPS, if you want to farm more memory fragments, it's not enough. In a normal gacha game, let's say a fighting game where you can only use one team over and over, it'll be enough. It'll be great. It'll be great. In a roguelike deck builder, when you want to, where the real content is playing different teams every time, over and over, infinite fun, seeing what you get, trying out new interesting builds. If you're that type of gamer, it's not enough. If you're a gacha gamer when you're used to playing only 1 or 2 teams forever, this is great for you. For me, someone who plays Chrono Arc, the 1,000 team combinations there, Slay the Spire, Yu-Gi-Oh!, even Hearthstone arena runs, for example. Even arena runs in Gwent. Again, I'm a big nerd. Even Thronebreaker, even Gwent Rogue Builder, the Gwent games, Rogue Mage, etc. In every one of those games, there's almost infinite replayability because you can keep trying out new comps, new builds. In this game, it's extremely limiting. I feel like they should find another way to monetize the game rather than just time game. Again, if you know about my rants, I'm not going to go over my rant again because I did a over 20 hour stream yesterday. So my vote is all broken up, so I'm not going to overreact to this. So, again, how the fuck are they expect us to have fun with this fucking game with this much materials? This is not enough for even 1.5 units. If this is what the entire fucking event is, I'm gonna have fun with maybe one more team. One more team. Oh, this is the most free-to-play game you've ever encountered in your fucking life. Because you know why? You cannot whale out a new team. The whale will have the exact same team comp you're running. You're only pulling dupes of the same fucking team. Dupes are more powerful than new units. Because let me show you. If you get a fucking new unit, what are you going to do with it? You're going to watch their lobby animation. They're going to watch the lobby animation over and over. You're going to stare at them on the screen. You're not going to use it on difficulty 10. You're not going to use that difficulty 10. You're not going to use it for shit. Like, this is a band-aid to the problem. I can't believe people are falling for this. Base devs, W devs. This does not fix the core issue. This is putting a fucking band-aid on the festering wound. A band-aid on the wound. It's like all those fucking companies there now. They create a controversy and they give you as a band-aid solution without fixing the fucking problem. It's like you go into Costco, for example. You see their hot dogs are raised to $50. Okay? And you complain. And the next day, they said, don't worry. For this 90-day period, we're going to discount it by 90%. You're like, W Costco, 90-day discount. Oh my gosh, you're so generous. You know what they could have done? You know what they could have done instead of giving us the mats? Give us the mats that are one time for the event. Instead of giving us the mats, you know, a radical idea. Lower the requirements. Fix the farm. Make us sweep better. Give us more rewards, more resources. So that they don't have to give us the events. This is welfare. What happens when the welfare runs out? What happens when the government shuts down as a welfare recipient? We're all on food stamps right now. This is the food stamp program for CZN. This is your daily allotted food stamps. It's like what's happening right now. What happens when the SNAP benefits end? What happens when the CZN stops giving out these generous events? That's right, you'll starve. You and your family will starve to death. You cannot build another team, okay? Food stamps are a band-aid solution. Lower the requirements. Instead of making the food cost trillions of dollars, instead of giving us requiring 1.1 million credits to promote a unit from 50 to 60, not including the potential mass, not including the partners, not including the upgrades, not including the memory fragments. All that combined lowered the costs of it instead of giving us fucking welfare. Okay? They're making us all into welfare queens. This is what this patch. Everyone is praising the devs. You should be mad. Get mad. This is, you have self-respect. Do not accept these welfare payments, okay? Do not live off of events, okay? Make the upgrades cheaper. Make it cheaper. Do not, the food still costs millions of dollars, guys. Just because they give you a discount coupon for 90 days doesn't mean that after the 90 days, you and your family won't starve. You and your family won't be outside of a Wendy's begging for scraps because you cannot afford to be outside of a Longhorns. Okay? That is an upgrade. Longhorns is an upgrade. You cannot even afford to beg at a Longhorn steakhouse with this match currency, okay? After the benefits end, you're still going to be begging at the Wendy's. Maybe not even outside of a Wendy's. Maybe that is too rich for your blood. Maybe you go some lower fast food chain like Burger King. Maybe there's already someone richer than you begging for EXP mats at the Wendy's, okay? And you're not strong enough to fight them for your family. So you have to downgrade to the Burger King's parking lot. And let me tell you, you won't probably get a lot of handouts at a Burger King parking lot compared to a Wendy's. Because it's fucking dead there, dude. This is so fucking mandate. This is fucking god-awful. Fucking god-awful, dude. Holy shit, is it god-awful. So right now, I'm going to go over the leaks. Because, I'm probably not going to be sponsored. So, let me go over the leaks. So, let me move this. This is on the Chinese. Again, there's a red thread of it too. But to emphasize the point that the leak is everywhere, I'm not even going to get the leaks from Reddit. I'm going to get it from some random Chinese site. It's there. I can even go to a random Korean forum. The leaks are there. I can even go on a random Twitch stream. The leaks are there. I can go outside to the local nerd shop, comic book store, and ask a random person there, do you have the ZZN leaks? And they'll show it to me on their phone. I can fly to Korea as a random homeless person there, and they'll show me the leaks on their phone. Because the leaks are everywhere. If the leaks are everywhere, you should cover it. You should cover it. Now, these are the leaked units. Now, their cards and their skills have also been leaked. So I'm going to tread caution here and not show you their cards or their potential or anything. Why? Because they're all wrong. I know nothing, by the way. They're all wrong. The translations are all wrong. But this is basically the next year. So people are mad because it is actually, I think some people mention it, it's actually total, all the leaked units combined, is basically the next year of content. So, yeah. Unless they make it like, a surprise limited collab unit. Yeah, this is basically the next year of content that has been leaked. So other card creators said that this might kill the game. This is bad. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna, both. The leaks are from Datamine and someone's a snitch, apparently. In case you really want to know where the leak came from, actually, sort of know. A lot of countries we already know. Someone from like the dev team got really mad. One of the people that were fired because of the whole thing got really mad, and they're doing all this. So, in case you want the background lore of some of the leaks, not all of them. Most of them are just data mine. Most of them are just data mine. But the ones which show like the card details and stuff, because they're leaked from the Korean and the English version, is because someone in Korea was very mad. Who is? I have no idea. I assume it's a member of the dead team. But yeah, combatant. These are all combatants, by the way, that are leaked. So this girl, Narja, Euphina. This pink girl has a very interesting design. Very cute. I like her. Probably will pull for her. I like Euphina. I like Narja. These three designs I like, along with Chizaru. Chizaru, I really like. I did not realize this from the earlier things they have on the website. I did not realize that she has a good arm holding her sword. I thought she was just tied up. I did not notice the arm until the leak. This is a tomboy. Maybe a trap. I don't know. Can't trust them because Arthur is apparently a dude. No, everyone knows that. Luce. Again, it's pretty obviously that Luce is going to be a unit. I wouldn't even consider this a leak because she was in the story. The thing that surprises me is Lewis, because another dude. Diana, I've shown it already. Arthur, again, this is confirmed to be a dude. This is Tenebria. I heard she was from Epic 7. Arya. Bland. Okay, I'm gonna go review them since make this video a bit longer. So Arya. Arya is pretty meh. Ari. This is Ari from League of Legends. Meh. Basic. Annika. Basic. FF14 Catboy. Meh. Iris. Unique. Sarah. Meh. She's just a reindeer purple hair girl with antlers. Rosie. Just a lolly with a pet stuffed animal. Just a lolly with a pet stuffed animal. Nothing interesting about that. Nothing interesting like that, in my opinion. Why? Because this has been done to death in a million other games. You have Annie from League of Legends. You have Aegis from Mormons. It's always a little girl with a stuffed animal. Do something else. Do something else. Here is my suggestion, if I'm still sponsored, devs. Instead of having her have a stuffed animal, okay, make her some kind of sick experiment, some mad scientist, maybe her dad, Full Metal Alchemist her, and make half of her body a stuffed animal. She got horribly disfigured, and make her into a stuffed animal. Half of her, parts of her into a stuffed animal. Do not have her hold a stuffed animal. Maybe remove some limbs and replace them with stuffed animal limbs that are stitched together. Maybe get rid of some eyes and sew on a button onto it, Maybe shave her head and make like twines and threads come out of it. Medina. So let me actually zoom in for all of you guys here. Medina. Right here. So, Medina. This is Kasame. It's the shark dude from Naruto. This is the shark dude from Naruto. It's been a while. Kasame, blah blah blah, and Goliath, I guess. But this is a guy from Naruto, but he's not blue. Okay, he's not blue. I like it. I'm a sucker for these strong woman types. I like this. It's probably a partner, because any good design, they're partner designs for some reason. Hella good designs. This reminds me of the girl from Dead Man Wonderland. If any of you guys read Dead Man Wonderland or read the manga or watch the anime was fucking trash. The opening theme song goes hard for Dead Man Wonderland. This is the Dead Man Wonderland girl. Okay? If you guys don't believe me, go Google Dead Man Wonderland right now. Actually, I will Google it for you. Hold up. Actually, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that in a second. That's Dead Man Wonderland girl. So, Attilia. Just an emo goth girl. Just an emo goth girl. Not really that interesting. Not scary enough. We've been used to scarier designs. She just has no shoes showing her feet. Not scary enough. What I would do here. Have in her hand someone's organs. Maybe a head, okay? Maybe limbs sprouting out from her. And they're doing stuff with her hair. Make her hair like almost Medusa-like. Maybe drenched in the blood of her enemies. Maybe have her hair be on fire. Something else. So, I see she has an eye patch and only has one eye showing, okay? Like I suggested above. Instead of doing this, maybe have the other eye dangling out of her eye socket. Just a suggestion there. Instead of having it covered up, make it scary. Make it an eye dangling out of the socket. Maybe a little dried up. Oh, here's a better idea. Have the eye that's dangling out of their socket bigger. Maybe she holds her dangling eyes in her hand and uses it as an orb, you know? Maybe she uses her big eye as an orb to whack enemies with. And that's her whole mechanic. She just wields her eye like one of those chain balls, like the threads coming out of her eye socket, and then she whacks enemies with them. And they're making this a horror game. That's the bare minimum I should expect. Now, Camilla. That's the name of the unit. I really like the design. We've already seen it before. I'm not going to cover it again. Florence. Again. Boring. She's just a hot chick. She's just a hot blonde chick. That's all. And those tentacles, F tier. Those tentacles aren't good enough. Yakarina. Okay, I'm favorable towards this design because she's a vampire, I guess, nurse. However, if you're gonna have her dress like this, where is the red plus sign on my designs? Have her wear a hat. I think she should benefit from having a cute little hat. Yeah, just imagine this. Picture this. You'll know I'm right. You guys will see I am right. Picture a little hat on her. That will make her designs 10 times better. If she was wearing a hat. That is what's missing from this design. A nice hat. Maybe a little cap. So, Sonya, I like this design because the whole shield or armor one. But why do they have to make it a Wally? If they were gonna make her a Wally character, make these shields even bigger to make it funnier. Okay? The shield isn't big enough if they're going for like a little girl shielder archetype. The shield and the armor needs to be twice as big. Hear me out. Any of you guys who have played Elden Ring Night Rain and know about the little girl wearing the heavy weapons, that is funny. La Crichara. Okay? That is funny. So, if you're going that route, make it bigger. Make her shield like 3 times the size right now and have her carry it around. Or, if you guys are a fan of Dan Machi, you know, like the little girl, Lolly, with the huge backpack? That's what they should do. Huge ass backpack, huge ass armor, little girl. Alina. This one is better than most, but again, bigger backpack. Bigger backpack. And notice she has stuff leaking from her backpack. That is too casual, you know? It's a monster. So what you should do is have something in the monster's mouth. Maybe someone's hand. So you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck? She's feeding her monster backpack like Dora the Explorer some limbs. Actually, just make her into Dora the Explorer. This is the chance for diversity. Because like Speedy Gonzalez, which people liked, you should make her Hispanic, okay? And make her the Cthulhu version of Dora the Explorer. In fact, make this be Boots in her backpack. Make this be a monkey-like monster with someone's limb coming from their mouth, okay? Dora the Explorer. This is what they should have done with Alina's design. Dora the Explorer. So Jay, I do not trust this. This is too basic. This is probably a punter. This is too basic. Some look like punter. It's the small breast. Blah blah blah. Tanya burst. Don't care. Yeah, these are the Korean forums. So there's you bastards. I read this. The hate they have for this game is quite large. So let me go to Dead Man Wonderland. This is the unit I'm talking about right here. This is basically what that girl is. This Dead Man Wonderland girl. So yeah, that concludes this video.